What's up guys, Mike the repair guy here. Today we're going to change a belt on a Maytag dryer. Check it out. Hey, so what's going on guys? So Mike the repair guy here. Just real quick, if you get a chance, subscribe to the channel and give us a like on the video if you like what we're doing here, trying to give you some how-to videos. Today we're going to specialize in some appliance stuff. This is really kind of my bread and butter stuff that I really enjoy, and it's also kind of a side business I have on the side. So today what we're going to do is we're going to look at this Maytag dryer here. It appears that the belt has been broke on it, so I'm going to teach you guys how to go ahead and replace that. It's a very simple process. I'll link in the description down below where you can get the belt for this exact dryer. A lot of dryers are somewhat the same. This one's an older Maytag, so if you have any type of older Maytag, generally it'll be the same way to disassemble it and to go ahead and change the belt. So one of the ways to towel. So this is the Maytag dryer that we're going to be working on. It's a little bit older Maytag. So one of the ways actually that the belt has gone bad on here is when you start it up, you'll actually just kind of hear the motor run, but the clothes obviously won't be turning. Another way you can kind of check, a lot of times if you turn this tub on the inside, there's not really any tension. Normally you should feel some tension on the tub kind of holding it there, which would be from the belt. So on this one, you can tell there's not really a lot of tension here. It would also be a good indication that the belt has went ahead and broke. So I'm going to show you guys how to change it. It's pretty easy. It's not really too hard. One of the first things you're going to want to do on this specific type of dryer is it's got two screws down here on the bottom to take the cover off. Let me go ahead and show you. So there's one right there. It's a flat or a Phillips screw, and there's one on this side too. So guys, I work on a lot of these appliances, so I like some power tools just to get things done a little faster. I use an impact drill. And you can just use a regular screwdriver though. You don't need to have the tools that I have to do this, but this is just to kind of speed up the process, get it done. So once you get those two screws undone, what you're going to do is basically lift up and it'll just slide right out. Okay, so let me show you. There's going to be a couple. So once this door comes out, like I said, it's got those clips. Once it comes out, you're going to want to disconnect these wires. These wires are for the door sensor. So just take mental note of which way they go in there. They just unclip really easy. We'll move this out of the way. And this gives you a good look at our dryer here. Alright guys, we're going to take these four screws out. It's a 5/16. Okay, once we get those screws off, this cover is going to come off. Okay, be careful, it's also held on by the wires here. We'll just move that over to the side. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to take the drum out. Now the drum on this one normally would be in there. When we get it all put back together, I'll show you how we release the pressure off of the pulley. You got to kind of get your hand in there to do that. This one's already been released, so let's go ahead and take it out. Make sure when you take the drum out that you remember which way it goes when you put it back in there. Okay, here's a look at the inside here of the dryer. Okay, so this is the pulley that I was talking about that you have to release in order to get the belt off. And on this specific model, it's actually a little bit easier just to go ahead and take this back panel off, and you can actually see That would also be an indication too. You actually see whether or not the belt's on there, and it's just a little bit easier to release that too. If you don't know, just real quick, here's some common parts of the dryer. This is the motor here. This is your blower, which actually helps to blow the heat around. This is the actual heating element for this style of dryer. Thermostats, one of the other thermostats. A lot of times, guys, if you're getting no heat, that could be one of the problems. Could either be a heating element or one of the thermostats is gone, you know, has not worked anymore, or has burnt out. That could be one of the problems. It could also be a power issue too. So, all right, guys. So as you can see on the old belt, it's just been completely shredded in half. Completely shredded in half. So we got our new belt here. You're going to notice it's got, if I can get real close, a couple of rivets on one side and the other side smooth side. And we're going to want to put the right sides down so it helps grips the drum to turn, and then also the way that it pulls around the motor. Okay, so what we're going to do is just go ahead and put the belt on the drum. Okay, see, I find it's easiest if you just hold it like that to put it in there. Go ahead and put the drum in here. Okay guys, so once we go ahead and get the drum in there, personally what I find easiest is just remount the front here, and then we'll attach the belt from the back side. This way the front helps keep the drum in its position. You don't always need to do that on certain types of dryers. You're going to have to put the pulley on or put the belt on from the front before you can put the case back on. But in this situation, on this type of dryer, there's an access port in the back for us to be able to put it on the pulley. So just go ahead and put this in the front. We can remount this. And you're going to notice on this, it's got a little toe clip that helps you to get it right into the spot where it needs to go on both sides. So that side has one, this side also has a little toe clip here. You're going to notice it just goes right into that hole. This helps you kind of get it lined up on where it needs to go. We'll get these started. Alright guys, so this is the back of the dryer. This is the access panel here that I was telling you about. I kind of already had taken this off, but just to make things a little faster, I mean it's a 1/4 inch screw. There should be 4 of them. You just go ahead and take them off, and then that's going to go ahead and expose where the actual belt is. Okay, so this is the pulley right here. Okay, this style of belt is kind of tricky to put on here, so it's a little confusing. We'll get there though. And then this is the motor. Okay, normally on a different type of dryer, the way the pulley system is, it kind of actually goes on the other side and basically pulls the belt to the side like that, essentially. But this is a little bit different style. It can be a little tricky, guys. It can be a little difficult, but I'm gonna help you get it figured out. Okay. So what you want to do first is the belt. When we put it on, there's like a little groove in the tub up there, a little lip. That's where you're going to want the belt to be placed. You can actually put your finger up here and you can actually feel the motor. Okay, so you're going to take the left side, you're going to put the rib side on the motor. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and wrap the belt around the pulley like that, and then you're going to put it up behind it, and then make sure it goes through that guide. And you just want to make sure it's all the way on the pulley, like such. Okay? And then we can test by rolling the dryer a little bit on this side. See that works. We can also check the front of it and make sure now it's spinning. And you can actually feel the tension on that now. So we'll go ahead and finish putting this all back together, and then we'll fire it up, okay? So let's go ahead and get the back put back on back here. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and put the front on. Again, don't forget about these wires. Make sure you connect them back to that switch. Door switch here. And what I usually do is I come from underneath, put these clamps up in there, then we can tilt it back and put those screws in. I find it easier that way and faster. So we go ahead and tilt it back. We go ahead and put the screws in. And that's it. Now let's go ahead and hook up the... Alright guys, then we're going to hook up the power. It's a 5/16. Take this off. This will expose where you go ahead and hook up the wires to. This is on these three screws right here. Alright, so then to go ahead and get these nuts loose, it's a 3/8 socket. Just go ahead and loosen them up. And then we'll hook up our cord here. So my cord, guys, I test a lot of appliances here. I just have a kind of a quick little setup. Your cord is going to look a little different than this one. Let me grab another cord. Alright guys, so as long as you have an electric dryer, your cord is either going to be a 4-prong. This is called a 4-prong, or it's going to be a 3-prong. Okay, and we have another video that goes a little more in depth about that and how you can identify that, okay? But for purposes' sake, if you have a 3-prong, the ends that hook up is going to look something like this, okay? So basically what you have here is the two outside is where your power is going to come into, and the middle is your neutral. So essentially these two wires would end up being hot when it's plugged in, and this would be the neutral that it returns. This way you have 240 voltage for an electric dryer. You have 110 on this side, 110 on this side, across them you have 240. Another video I have will show you how to go ahead and check the voltage so that way you can see if you're getting the proper voltage. Sometimes people will have a dryer that's not getting hot enough, and actually what will cause that problem is it doesn't have the right voltage. Sometimes the circuit breaker could be tripped, and I'll show you that. Those are common things of why you wouldn't be getting heat before you even start tearing into it and checking the thermostats and the heating element. It's a really good cause. Okay, but we'll go ahead and get these connected. Like I said, the two outside are the hot wires. The middle is the neutral. Alright, so we'll go ahead and plug it in and get it fired up now. Alright guys, so we got it plugged in. Let's go ahead and fire it up and set the dryer. And music to my ears. You hear it running nice and smooth. The belt fixed that. We got heat coming out the back here. So you're good to go. That's how you replace a belt on a Maytag dryer. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, please hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and like the video if you liked it. Try to do it as easy as I could, showing you step by step how to do it. It's really not a hard project. Really, anybody with a screwdriver can do this. You don't have to have really any technical experience. I mean, too much. It's pretty simple to do. Hopefully the video was really in-depth and showed you guys how to do it. I'll be making a lot more videos on appliances and other how-to projects that I'll be doing. Although appliances is something I really like, because this is kind of like a side business that I have too. And I'll have some other videos on that later on. How you can make money flipping appliances. Really, really simple. But again, guys, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Help me get up to 1,000 subscribers is my goal. And I will see you later.